Back in the lovely field house with Coach Kelly and Coach. You guys played last Thursday against Shades Valley and Coach Bates and got a 28-13 victory over those guys. Got a huge game on the docket this week, so got a lot to talk about. But go ahead and lead us off with last week and what that game versus Shades Valley looked like.
Well, I was pleased with how, we quick turnaround playing on Thursday night. I think we handled it well, playing on a different date, always kind of like, whereas have we done, when you're so routine in your preparation, it's like, is that going to throw us off a little bit? I thought we came out of the gate better, than we have last couple of games. Really, we've been like a second half team, and to be honest, played really sloppy in the first halves and the last couple of games. And so us coming out good in the first quarter and then bad in the second quarter. Making it interesting, and then overall the last 2 weeks we've took steps in the right direction as far as cleaning up our play and fixing things that are going to get us beat, but it's present a little bit, and if we do it again this Friday, it's going to really hurt us.
Yeah. Now you're playing Anniston this week, Coach, and I don't have to tell you how big that game is. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it'd be for first place in the region, but I've got to see them a couple of times. They look a little bit different, Anniston. They look a little more focused and a little more dialed in this year than they have the last couple of years.
I mean, I think you hit it on the head last year. Playing the same teams, but their record was 2-3, I believe, going into, or it might have been 2-2, 2-3, going into this game last year. This year, them being undefeated, them having a home game. And then us both being 3-0 in region coming into the game, it's not for the region championship, but the winner is kind of in the driver's seat, I would suspect. They've already beat the teams that we have left, and then they play the teams that we've already played. So our schedules are kind of flipped as far as how they set up, and it's really just take care of business on both ends, and y'all meet in the middle, and then see what happens after that.
That's kind of awesome, though, that situation like that. Going into these big games like this senior group, how much did they lean on what they've done here over the last 3 to 4 years on varsity? I mean, that people don't necessarily say that out loud, but I mean, they've won a lot of these games and they know how to prepare for these games. And how much do y'all lean on that heading into
the preparation is the biggest part, because I mean, when you've been through what we've played the last 3 years, playing 15 games in all the last 3 seasons, definitely they've played in meaningful games, big games, whatever, but it's about how the preparation goes into those games, because it really don't matter if you've got 5,000 fans or 50,000 fans. The team that prepares the best, plays the best, executes the best, and eliminates, the turnovers and penalties are usually the team that's going to win. No doubt. So we had a good start off in preparation last week, and so again, it's really routine. My indicators are where's our focus at? How do our guys seem when they're focused? Are they taking in the coaching at practice? Are they locked in film? Is there snoring in film? Is there, so little things like that kind of lead to, and I don't think we had any snoring yesterday, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt. Talk about that a little bit, Coach. You just touched on something I want to hit on. It's the same thing. It don't matter if you're playing the Sisters of Mercy, Slippery Rock, or the New England Patriots. It's the same thing every week. It ain't changing.
And I feel like if I come in and I say, hey guys, we're going to do something different today, they're going to start looking around the room going, what's going on?
What's up with this dude?
So it really don't matter. I mean, if University of Alabama's coming in here Friday, we're going look at them on film, assess them on film, try to find ways that we can attack them on film and put our guys in the best chance to be successful. And so, it really don't change. The opponent is always kind of us versus us, and how good we can play as individuals, as a team, in each phase. What do we got to do to win that phase of the football game? How can we take advantage of the things that they do and the things that we do well? And when you stack it up, against Anniston Friday, they're a really good football team. They're really big. They're physical. They've got good skill guys. They've got a quarterback. They've got two quarterbacks really, but Pope, he can do things through the air, but his running ability is the things I think make him so hard to defend. He's got really good instincts, and when you got good instincts, you can kind of feel where the pressure's coming from and improvise to keep the play going. And then, they got good receivers too, good running backs. So it's like when you can extend plays, it makes it tougher to defend. So we got to do a good job on the back end as well as the front end.
Talk about their defense. They seem to be the unit that's really kind of changed this year a little bit. Teams that they were giving up, like last year, they gave up 40-something to Hokes Bluff. This year, 0.
They had a bad game against Hokes Bluff last year. Hokes Bluff exploited them a little bit in the run game, quick traps. Quarterback got loose a little bit, and they did a much better job of defending them. And to be honest, I feel like the way last year went early on, this year they've definitely been motivated to not start off that way. It's almost like a 15-round fight, and the first 5 rounds, it didn't go very good. You absorbed a lot of stuff, and to me, looking at them this year, it's like they make sure that ain't gonna happen again. Yeah. And so, they still did some good things, and defensively, they were still good last year. The games that they lost, other than Hokes Bluff and Pleasant Grove, last year were close games. Yeah. Beauregard, I think, was like 8-6. Beauregard was a really good team last year. Don't know much about them, but they, looking at their records, they were a good football team, and so anyway, it's very similar as far as what we're facing. They're powerful guys on defense. They're going to come at you. They're pretty good. I like real good tacklers. And then on the back end, to be honest, the only team that we've faced in the last couple of years that's been as good as them in the secondary is probably Jackson and Catholic. And so really good guys in the secondary. And so to us, it just attention to detail, things we're doing. We've got to be on our game, but we had to be on our game last Thursday, and we had to be on our game every single week because, with the success that we've had in the past, that's what we're going to receive every Friday.
Yeah. This region's getting a lot better. You got teams like Asheville's 4-1, White Plains is much improved, and then you already got your perennials. So, it's like you said, it's every week.
No doubt.
And then you go out and play at Shades Valley and an Arab, non-region, so you're like, yeah, you gotta be ready to go.
Well, and when you play them early on, like all the non-region games, when we go 0-1, and then week 5, our non-region's done, and so you don't necessarily know how those teams, when you play them early on, are gonna figure into the picture throughout the season. And since we played the Arab game, I think they've gotten better and better and better. And they had Madison Academy last week, and it was a good football game, real close.
Gunnersville only beat them too.
They played Gunnersville really, really, really close. And I don't know a whole lot about Gunnersville, but I know they're good football.
Yeah.
And so anyway, us, we've just been trying to improve us as a whole, us as a team, just getting better at trying to fix the things that are holding us back and being like where we've been in the past.
No doubt.
But to be honest, this time last year we're doing the same thing too.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Coach, before I shut it down, I always like to kick it back to you for final thoughts.
Should be a good one. I'm looking forward to Friday night. Another big game, but we need all our fan base there down there at Memorial Stadium down there. I haven't been since they did all the renovations to the stadium,
nice.
So I've seen pictures. It looks fantastic. And
Nice.
last time I was there, I'd never been there, but that's a historical place going all the way back to the 80s. My dad, coaching at Seartown, they played some games over at Anston. So every time we play Anston, I get to hear about back in 1985 when Seartown this and that. It's just like, God dang, Daddy. A little bit different back
A little
back
different
then.
Aniston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, hey, the DNA is still the same. That they still play over there, though.
No doubt.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you sitting in with us. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.